Welcome to the Valley Today, a public service presentation of KAIL TV. Sikhism is alive and well and living in California. 250,000 Sikhs call California home. Founded in 1469 by Guru Nanak in the Punjab region of South Asia, the Central Valley resembles Punjab, which makes our valley very attractive to Sikhs. Join us as we visit with Gurdeep Shergill, member of the Sikh community, up next on the Valley Today.
Good afternoon, it's the Valley Today, and I'd welcome you to a very special episode of the Valley Today because we're with the Sikh community today. A distinct pleasure that I quite honestly have not had the pleasure of doing before, and I'm with Gurdeep Shergill. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Charles.
And I'm going to just do this because I don't know anything about the Sikh religion and I want to find out more. However, I do have a quote that I'd like to read to you. Sikhism, founded in the 15th century in the Punjab region by Guru Nanak, is the fifth largest organized religion in the world with about 30 million followers. And more than 20,000 of the Sikhs live in the central San Joaquin Valley. Now that's the part that got my attention. I'm happy to be with these gentlemen today, and I'd like to ask a little bit, first of all, Gurdeep, can you give me a little background on your religion and your people and where the region is in Punjab? Because I'm not familiar with the map of India at this particular time, but maybe you can fill in for me.
Yeah, actually, the Sikh community, they have come from Punjab. Punjab is, it's in India, and it borders with Pakistan. In fact, the best thing about Punjab is actually Sikhs are the one who kind of defend India's borders. They defend the borders from China, and they defend the borders from Pakistan. So what have happened is a lot of people, the Sikhs, they have liked America so much that the Sikhs have started coming to America.
Now, is Punjab a mountainous region in northern India primarily?
No, actually it's flat, like the Central Valley.
Okay.
So pretty much how we see Fresno, this is the way Punjab is. It's all flat.
Now, in recent times, there have been some altercations between Pakistani and India, and I know it was the area of Kashmir. Is that anywhere near Punjab also, or is that more northerly?
Actually, Kashmir is very close to Punjab. Mm-hmm. Kashmir actually borders Punjab. It's pretty close by. It's not that far.
Now, you're here. I got you away for the day because we're at break time from Fresno State. You're a student at Fresno State.
Oh, no, actually, I'm a teacher.
Teacher at Fresno State.
No, I'm sorry, in Central.
In Central,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were gracious enough to come in and bring some of your group here,
yes.
your elders and so forth. And, can you fill us in a little bit about the Sikh religion? Because you do have 30 million followers throughout the world, and it primarily started in this area we just mentioned.
Exactly. The thing is, Sikhism, it's the fifth largest religion in the world. And basically the main belief is equality and sharing. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji, his birthday is coming up this month, at the end of this month, and we will have big celebrations at all the Gurdwaras. So basically he started the religion back a long time ago in the 14th century because India was dominated by Hinduism and Islam. And those people actually, they had a lot of inequalities, especially between, like they had a lot of caste system, like, you know, rich, poor, women, children, then men. So basically Guru Nanak Dev Ji, his message was that, hey, we need to bring equality into this world. And we need to share what we have, we need to work hard, and we need to treat every human being as one. Because God is one, and we are the children of God.
Very good. Now, also, you mentioned to me that we've been discussing before the camera was rolling that why of all places 20,000 Sikhs in Fresno? And I'd like to hear a little more about that reason why this region was chosen by your people.
Well, actually, the main reason here is the climate. The climate in the Central Valley is very similar to where we have come from. And Punjab, it's pretty similar to a lot of the structure that California has, especially the Central Valley. Central Valley is rich, it has rich soil, a lot of farming, a very productive land. That's the same way, like Central Valley is like the bread for the world, like we grow so many crops. Same thing with Punjab, it is the bread of India. They grow so many crops. So basically what Central Valley attracts a lot of Punjabi Americans, a lot of Sikh Americans, because the way it's structured. Like, structure means the land, the climate, and just the way it looks.
Yes, and I want to make this point perfectly clear, because I was of the naive brand. I've driven down 99 and I've seen your name that you use for the temple of worship again is
Gurdwara. Right.
Is the name of the worship centers. A lot of people are under the impression that this is a Middle Eastern situation, and that they have no idea that you guys are succinctly different and come from a region that the United States has a very good bond with, and that is the country of India.
Right.
And so I wanted to do this personally to set the record straight, that when you're driving down 99 and you're seeing some of these beautiful temples and so forth, they're not necessarily of the Muslim faith. And India, as we know, is part of Asia.
Exactly, it is. Yes. See, that's the one thing. As I was growing up in America, a lot of people ask me so many questions. Oh, you're from Saudi Arabia. I'm like, no, wait. You need to practice your geography here. India, we're from India. We're from Punjab. And India is actually, I teach geography in my 4th grade class to the kids. I show them the map. It's part of the Asian continent. So yes. So people do need to know the geography, and there shouldn't be mistaken identity. In fact, after 9/11, there were a couple of our Sikh men. They were shot. The first one, Mr. Sodhi, he was shot in Texas. He was at a gas station, at a point zero. The guy came in and just shot him.
And they probably again were under that misunderstanding ever since 2001.
Right.
And lump people of your faith into this broader category that we as Americans still just don't understand yet. And I think that your community is doing an excellent job of clarifying.
Oh, yeah.
And with your philanthropic endeavors to participate in the community, it's really helped out a lot. Do you foresee that the Sikh community will continue to grow and primarily, it looks like your community likes the farming aspect.
Yes.
And as well as many smaller and mid-sized businesses I'm starting to see as well.
Yeah, a lot of the store owners, a lot of the convenience stores are owned by Punjabi Americans, by Punjabi Indian Americans, Sikh Americans. A lot of farming, a lot of trucking. A lot of our owner operators, truckers, they are from Punjab, from India as well. And then we have a lot of doctors. So yeah, it's gonna thrive. The Sikh American community, especially in California, it's gonna thrive. In fact, we want to thank State of California, our assembly members, our governor. They have passed a bill that November 2012 is a Sikh Awareness Appreciation Month.
Yes, so you had mentioned to me that November, the month of November, is very important to you. Could you elaborate further on that, please?
Yes, actually there was a bill that was introduced by Mr. Assemblymember Mr. Henry Perea, and it was passed. There was no opposition. It was passed, and so our Superintendent Tom Torlokson, in fact, he was here last week in Selma last Saturday. And because new textbooks are coming in 2013, 2014. So in history, kids will, when they learn about religions, when they learn about Christianity, when they learn about Islam, when they learn about Hinduism, Buddhism, they will also learn about Sikhism. Because in the previous textbooks, there was not a lot of information about Sikhism. That was the main reason a lot of the kids were confused. But now with the new curriculum coming in the 2013, 2014, especially in the history books, they will learn about Sikh Americans as well, how they have come here, because they have contributed to the citizenship, because there was a big, in Supreme Court, there was a big case that one of the Sikh, Mr. Bhagat Singh Thind, he was in the U.S. Army, World War I veteran. He wore a turban, just pretty much looked like my gentleman here, but he was denied a U.S. citizenship. Under the Asian, there was this act that Asians could not apply for the citizenship, so he actually challenged the system. He said, if I'm a soldier, I'm going to fight for America, I'm an American, I should be granted a citizenship. And then we also have in the 1960, we also have one of our congressmen, he was of a Punjabi Sikh American community.
I see.
Yes.
Do you feel now that this whole effort and all the work you've done in the past is finally starting to kick into gear, meaning the recognition of the Sikh people and the the misconceptions are starting to slowly go away as you participate in your work with the poor and and Poverillo House and so forth?
Yes,
it's starting to take roots.
Yes, it is. I mean, most of the time when people see a Sikh, now they know that, you know, these people are from Punjab, they're from India, they are Sikh Americans. So finally, all the hard work, it is paying off. So recently, last week, not last week, just a couple of days ago on Saturday, we were at the Poverillo House. The whole Sikh community have donated about $21,000 to the Poverillo House. I mean, that is what Sikhs believe. I mean, we have a free kitchen. At every Gurdwara you go to, I mean, there is food available. You don't have to pay a dime. You come here, you're hungry, you will get food. Because that was started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj.
Very
Guru Nanak
good.
Dev Ji started that. It's a free kitchen, langar for every human being.
So I would say that in your gurdwaras, that are you open to the general public, and do you encourage other people to see what the religion's about and perhaps get an opportunity to participate?
Yes, I mean, that's what Sikhism believe in, equality for all. So we would like to humbly request every human being, every culture, every religion to please come visit the Gurdwaras. Please be part of our community. Please come, come in, pray with us, and also come in and eat with us.
Now, I'd like to ask you a real obvious question. What do you refer to we call them turbans in the United States.
Yes.
Can you give me the correct name for your headwear?
Yeah, actually, as you can see, our gentleman here, they're wearing a turban. Actually, it's called a dastar. You can call it a dastar. We can also call it a pug. So, but I would say a dastar would be a better name for it. Yeah, so dastar. Yeah.
And does the color or the color would be the obvious thing. To me, is that a symbol of a certain hierarchy in the elders in the religion, or is there color makes no difference, it's just a personal preference?
Actually, color is most likely, it's a most likely a personal just preference, it's a preference. Mostly our older gentlemen, they do wear like white, it's for purity, and it just color is for preference, yeah.
Well, Gurdeep, it's been a pleasure. These segments go so quickly, and we've only scratched the surface, I can tell.
Yes.
But we're going to go with segment 2, and we're getting an opportunity to go inside the place of worship here and talk to these other gentlemen a little bit further. But in the meantime, thank you very much for meeting me.
Thank you very much.
And we're outside the temple here on Ashland and Cornelia.
Yes.
And we'll get into some other aspects about some of the other locations that are available. We'll be right back after this moment. Well, welcome back to the Valley today. On segment 2, I have the distinct pleasure of being with Gurdeep Shergill, and we have the pleasure of being in one of 10 Gurdwaras. Gurdwaras.
Yes.
I have trouble getting those words, but I'm going to get it right sooner or later. 10.
Yes.
10 so far. And as we noted earlier in our segment, that there are one that's highly visible along Route 99.
Yes.
And recently in the paper, I borrowed it from the Fresno Bee, November 3rd, you had another gentleman who was highlighted. His name is Gurpreet Mann, and he was in charge of a hospitality, worship, and or education center. Gurdeep, tell me something about the worship in these facilities. How often, and what's the day you like to get together to do your worship?
Actually, Sunday is the main day. Like Sunday, all the community members, they get together. But these Gurdwaras, like for example, this Gurdwara, Guru Kar Nanak Sar, it's open 7 days, 24 hours. But mainly in the morning and at night, in the evening, there is a praying going on. But anybody could come here anytime and pray. Really?
So it's there's no set hours. Access is pretty much guaranteed all the time.
Yes.
And you encourage everyone to come if they can make it out.
Oh yeah,
you welcome everyone.
Oh yeah, access is any time, but mostly the praying happens in the morning, early in the morning, and also in the evening time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I've noticed there are some symbolisms around here that I have caught my eye. First of all, your may I call it an altar or what would be a name for that focus of the building right there, where you have the tigers and the.
It's actually called a Sachkhand. Sachkhand, it means like a house of God.
Okay.
Yeah, house of God. And that's where, over there you see a Guru, first of all you see a picture of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He is the founder of Sikhism. And then you also see Guru Granth Sahib Ji. That is our living Guru, but it's a holy book. Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It's called Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
Now, I noticed that we mentioned earlier the Sikhs are very diverse people in terms of business and farming, trucking, small businesses, doctors.
Yes.
Many doctors have been listed as people that are part of our community now in a very large, strong contingency, and they are the ones that are also facilitating some of the growth and expansion by donating their time to these organizations.
Yes.
And also mentioned that some of your youth goes away to school, but now they're starting to come back to the Fresno area to participate in Sikhism.
Yes. Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, a lot of the kids, they have gone to UCLA. I mean, I have studied from Fresno State. I'm a teacher.
And that's where I made that mistake. I thought he's such a young guy, I thought he was still going to Fresno
in
State.
fact, this year I got my master's in administration as well from State. So we want to come back to our community, and this community has given us so much. I'm talking about the Central Valley. America has given us a lot. We have come here with nothing. I remember when my family came here about 18 years ago, my father had nothing, and now we have almost everything, and that is, we are actually living the American dream. And that is the main reason we believe in giving back, because this country has given us so much, and this country has given us hope.
Well, I think I've come across that myself, and just interacting with you this short period of time and reading as little as I could find, I'm going to open the doors to my own thoughts about your people, and I appreciate the ingenuity and the work ethic that you all possess, and I imagine that's a big part of your messages on Sunday.
Yes, that is because Guru Nanak Dev Ji and our 10 gurus, the main message there is Kirta Karo, you need to work hard, Band Shako, you need to share, and then basically sharing is the big part. And I'm going to come back to the langar again. That is where equality comes in. We all sit together and eat.
Yes. And the sharing portion is...
And yes, and also Naam Japo. That is, we need to worship, we need to pray, we need to God name all the time.
Now, again, borrowing from our illustrious newspaper in Fresno, I stole an article about your efforts with the Pavarillo House.
Yes.
And that you have an outreach of donations. Was it primarily focused around the month of November in particular?
Yes. Actually, it is. Actually, every November, the Sikh community of the Central Valley, we donate. And because the main reason is Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday is coming up. So it's coming up this month, end of this month.
But you're not just donating a one-time only deal. You have this all through the whole month, and you're feeding up to 39,000 people.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment. And again, it's the doctors, it's the children, it's the elders, it's the younger people.
Every month,
And see what our priest is saying, that also one more thing is every month our community members, they set a little bit of money aside, saying we're going to give it back to the community. We're gonna educate people. We're gonna share. So it's called a daswand.
Very good.
Yeah, just leaving a little bit of money aside for donations. Basically, daswands are donations.
And do you foresee yourself in the future with the growth of your community being able to accomplish this with your 10 Gurdwaras?
Yes.
Is that are there plans for others? Obviously, with this educational center that's going up, that's going to take a considerable amount of people. But I remember reading that in some of your temples and your Gurdwaras, there's not enough room, and so you need larger facilities.
Exactly. As you can see here at Guru Ka Nanak Sar, we have a big facility. I mean, this is a big Gurdwara. Yes, as the growth is, as more and more Sikh Americans, Punjabi Americans are coming here, moving here even from other parts of the U.S. and India as well. So yeah, we would need bigger facilities, and that's the main reason we have. Yeah, we also, like I said, I mentioned earlier, we have 8 rooms. Anybody can stay in those little rooms.
Yeah, we noticed the facility off to the side here, so you are able to have out-of-town Sikhs that are possibly visiting relatives or want to get an idea what the Central Valley is like. You can put them up for a period of time.
Exactly. I mean, it could be anybody. I mean, if anybody's like traveling and they see the Gurdwara and they just ask one of the priests or somebody, a sevadar, whoever is like the volunteers here, they'll let them stay here. It's not only for Sikhs, it's for every human being.
Well, it sounds like that your religion and your beliefs are share and contribute as much as you can to the point of 39,000 meals at the Pavarillo House. That's quite something, and I I've seen the pictures of these people doing this, and it's professionals, it's the young people. As you can see, Bob, maybe you could pan around here. We have the youth here today.
Yes.
I asked you earlier about the turbans. What are these young boys and these young ladies? Are they graduating into another phase of this headdress?
Actually, they are. As you can see, the little young men, right? The boys, they are wearing. It's called a patka, and slowly they would transform into a turban, into a dastar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So there's a hierarchy, an educational process to this whole thing, and
Yes.
that's good. Keeps the kids grounded and keeps them focused.
Exactly.
And this person over here is holding up a poster now.
Yes.
Could you turn that way a little bit and see what that is there? It says, "Who are the Sikhs?"
Yeah.
And could you briefly elaborate on that?
ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੜਾਉਣੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਿਖਾਉਣੇ ਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ
Yeah. So basically, what this poster is, it's Sikhism is the 5th largest religion in the whole world. It originated from Punjab, from India, and then as you can see, there are majority of the Sikhs, they live in California. And then I want to share another fact. In Canada, there are a lot of Sikh Canadians.
Canadians.
Since Canada is our neighboring state, neighboring country.
Sure.
Punjabi is the 3rd language. They have English, French, and now Punjabi is the 3rd language
Oh my goodness.
in Canada.
Honest to goodness.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, if you pan around here and look around, this facility is quite large. No chairs or tables.
Yes, in fact, that is the message of equality. Like we don't, like here, when you come to the Gurdwara, in Sikhism, we believe in equality, that every human being is equal. And as you can see, whenever somebody comes to the Gurdwara, they're going to sit on the floor. That's the equality part.
And the significance of the tiger, I know that you had mentioned something about that. Could we briefly touch on that?
Yes, tiger, it's the being brave. Because a lot of the Sikh, use, a lot of the teachers, a lot of time you see Singh. You say, are you all related? We're not really related, but Singh is a surname given to us, which means tiger, actually lion. And it represents being brave. Because Sikhs are a warrior clan. You can call it, they're warriors. They have protected India for so long from many other people. And then for girls, they use Kaur, K-A-U-R. That represents being a princess because we really respect our girls and our women.
Well, that's interesting. You have symbolism. You have a very ornate establishment here, and yet everyone is equal when they come in here.
Yes.
No benches or pews.
ਦੂਜਾ
It's,
ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁੱਡ ਹੈ
it's a community.
Yes.
ਲਿਸਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੈਡੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਬਹਿਣਾ
And also, like, just when somebody sits on the floor, it connects you with the nature. You sit there and it just relaxes for meditation and your soul. You become connected.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, half an hour goes awfully quick, Gurdeep, and I
Yes.
think we just scratched the surface, but I wanted myself to get a little more educated and not lump anybody into a certain category, and today you've made crystal clarity for me.
Yes.
And I think we've got a lot more to talk about in the future.
Yes.
And thanks for being with
Charles?
me. Can you give us a phone number or a website about your organization?
Yes, in fact, there's a very nice website that we recommend people should visit. It's www.sikhnet.com, and that is www.sikhnet.com, and they'll find everything about Sikhism on that website. They'll be able to even watch videos in English as well.
Oh, very good. That'll make it a lot easier.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, interesting opportunity to be here. Interesting group of folks to visit with. And the dedication to Fresno, I can see, is paramount along with their own beliefs and their religion. They're very astute at participating in the city and helping us out where we need it, especially with the poor. And the Poverello House, I'm sure, is grateful for your endeavors.
Yes.
That includes the doctors, the truck drivers, the hotel owners, the store owners, everybody.
And don't forget the teachers.
And the teachers, yes, at Central.
Yes.
At Central. And I'm thrilled. What an opportunity for me to be into the hallowed halls of a place like this that I drive past and I wonder what's going on. Now I have a chance